Good day to all of you. I am Marilyn Panaligan, and I'm here to discuss the following items: DSS objectives, DSS design issues, DSS uncertainty, and DSS implementations. Keene and Morton defined 3 objectives that a DSS should achieve. These objectives, they said, correlate with 3 fundamental principles of the DSS concept: the problem structure, decision support, and decision effectiveness. The first objective is to assist managers in making decisions to solve semi-structured problems. The DSS helps in decision-making but does not necessarily give a decision itself. The manager may compile useful information from raw data, personal knowledge, and business models to identify, solve problems, and make decisions. Second objective is to support the manager's judgment rather than replace it. The DSS is not intended to replace the manager. We can view this as the DSS and manager working as a team to solve a problem. A computer may be used to solve the structured portion of the problem, and the manager can tackle the unstructured portion, such as applying judgment, intuition, and doing analysis. The last objective is to improve the manager's decision-making effectiveness rather than its efficiency. The DSS should assist the manager in coming up with the best possible decision rather than coming up with a decision at the shortest possible time. The quality of the decision made with the use of a DSS should never be sacrificed for speed. There are 3 known DSS design issues. First, predicting the future with historical data. For the DSS to be effective, decision makers and designers of a DSS must work closely together to ensure that the database and the reports generated from it must permit an acceptable level of support. Second, text-based data and soft information. Computer-based DSS should incorporate text storage systems, word processing, and electronic mails to provide a more sophisticated tool, which leads to a good deal of scope for an effective design. And the last design issue is formalizing the informal. In an organization, personnel usually communicate at both formal and informal levels. Formal processes such as preparation of regular reports and procedure manuals, and informal processes such as unofficial changes to procedures and verbal information changes have an impact on decision making. Thus, DSS designers should include these factors within the computer-based system. Implementing a DSS project may also bring out level of uncertainty as to its effectiveness and completeness. Some aspects of uncertainty are: the project objectives may be unclear or may be subject to radical change. The feasibility of achieving all or even some of the objectives may be unclear. User preference for reporting and interacting with the system may shift over time or even when the management changes. And it is often not clear when the project is complete and the work should stop. To minimize the existence of these aspects, a good design approach must be adopted to better understand the requirements of the project. In this way, the risk of substantial cost overruns, waste of the resources, and failure to meet completeness of the project will be prevented. DSS is a system that supports a single manager or a relatively small group of managers working as a problem-solving team by providing information or suggestions concerning specific decisions. DSS as a system can be defined as an interactive information technology-based system that help decision makers utilize data and models in making their decisions. The two common DSS implementations are traditional DSS and organization DSS. How can we ensure that the DSS objectives are attained? There must be a good design approach that will be applied to ensure that known design issues and uncertainties can be prevented or at least minimized. Also, by selecting the most applicable DSS implementation that will help the decision makers utilize the available data and models in making decisions.